Welcome back to our live Monday morning show. October is National Women's Small Business Month, an annual celebration of the achievements of women entrepreneurs, founders, and business owners. Our next guest opened her investment firm over 30 years ago and has some key tips to pass along to women in business or those who are looking to start one. Richmond financial advisor JB Bryan is here. Thank you for coming in today. You're always a wealth of information.
So positive, and really appreciate this topic because I did not know that about 800 women businesses are started a day.
A day?
So isn't that amazing?
Wow.
I know. Even if it's a week, it's great. But I did read that it said a day.
A day.
And that was years ago.
Yes.
Those aren't even new stats. So hopefully they're even higher now.
Yeah, women, we don't just sit back and let it just ride. We got to go. We got to move. Yes.
No.
So let's talk about the new entrepreneur mindset.
And in thinking about that, it's not really about new entrepreneurs, but about the new mindset for us entrepreneurs and for women coming into entrepreneurship, that we are allowed now to think about more than just work. We are allowed now to look at success as more than just accomplishing and making a lot of money, but more about what is our contribution to society, and allowing entrepreneur mindset to include that we want to have all parts of life, to have a work balance and to focus on purpose and service as a part of the entrepreneur mindset, but not just the fast pace and the fast money.
That's so important, I think, to women, especially, and not to say anything bad about the men, but I feel like as women, we kind of feel like we do want our work to have a purpose.
That's right.
To be more than just like to feel successful. That paycheck isn't necessarily what makes us feel successful. It's
you can have both.
You can have both. You want to have that paycheck, but you want what you're doing to feel like there's a reason for it.
A service I'm providing.
A service,
that's
yes,
right.
Helping your community, helping better the world around you.
Yes. And we're all role models. We all are actually inspiring someone. The greatest thing I believe that we can do with our life is to serve as an inspiration to others. And it was a woman in business that I called when I said, I think I'm going to start my own firm. And that woman said, you can do it. I hope that someone is listening to us today and they get excited about continuing their business or starting their own business, because there's a lot of, I was in my 20s when I started my firm. There's a lot of 20-year-olds, according to research, that are coming out of college and cannot find their space in corporate America, that they should consider entrepreneurship.
Make your own space.
And a lot of it is because they have technology that I did not have. I was excited because I could do my stock trades using a phone line.
Right.
I was like, wow, dial up. And now, new entrepreneurs, for their businesses, they have social media, they have all of these very low cost ways of communicating their service to their target market. So they know how to use it. So I'm hoping our telephones, there are people who actually operate their entire business through their mobile telephone. And what a great asset that they have, that many of us who started our business more than 30 years ago, we didn't have that opportunity. I had a cell phone, but I can operate my whole business really off my smartphone today.
Right in your pocket. Yes. Well, and you did mention, so those are kind of free ways of sort of getting your business out there. But let's just briefly touch on funding, because I feel like that's a hard thing for a lot of women to kind of figure out in the beginning.
Fantastic point. And a key part of entrepreneurship is to learn about your funding opportunities and to learn about financial strategies for your business. We have to commit time to learning these things and realizing you can't just turn these over to a professional. I think that one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make is to just turn their financial matters over to people. You have to be in partnership with your financial professional. And have you heard the term bootstrapping?
I have heard pulling up by your bootstraps.
Okay. That is a key in far as financial strategies for people in business. Bootstrapping has now a term like that. It has become a way of life. When I started my business, which is now considered bootstrapping, I did not know what I was doing. I just knew that I was not using outside funding, and that's pretty much what it means.
Yeah.
But there are so many, now there is access for specifically for women in business for funding. There's grants, there's actually venture capital, there's private equity. Learn all those terms.
Yes.
And maximize the opportunities available.
Oh my goodness. We could talk about this all day. I wish that we had more time, but thank you so much for coming in today. I think we could do this over several weeks talking about this.
Thank you.
JB Bryan offers free weekly financial workshops and webinars each Wednesday and Friday. Registration is required. For more information, visit our show website by later today at virginiathismorning.com.